Welcome to this Veterans Day ceremony, and I have a special veteran up here with me. Every veteran is very special, but this guy served during the Second World War, Mr. Sam Lee. He was our Director of Student Services for a number of years and really helped Dr. Eller get this institution started. So he's going to help me say welcome and maybe a quick word or two. So Sam, you want to say a quick word of welcome?
I certainly want to welcome all of you here to this Veterans Day program. It's good to be here. I tell you, to be here on the grounds of Dyersburg State. It means so much to all of us in this area here. And I am so proud to be here and to have been a veteran and to have hold up the United States. Okay.
And he's only 96 years young, so gonna keep it going. So thank you very much. Well, welcome, and this day, the 11th day of the 11th month, we didn't get quite started on the 11th hour, maybe the 11th hour out in California or somewhere, but anyway, that's when, the armistice was proclaimed and in the First World War on November 11th, 1918, and that started an Armistice Day. And it was celebrated that way until acts were passed by Congress to make it official, but in 1954, really under President Eisenhower's administration, we had already been through World War II with Sam Lee, and we may have other World War II veterans with us, and then the Korean conflict, and I know we have veterans from Korea here today. All of those veterans, in order to honor them, Congress passed a new act that took the word armistice out, put veterans in, and so ever since then, November 11th has been a veterans holiday, a Veterans Day, to honor our American veterans of all of our wars. And we thank Mr. Lee and every veteran and their families for their service and sacrifice to preserve the freedom that we all enjoy in this nation. Now, I'd like for you, if you're seated, to please rise for the presentation of the colors.
I'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! On! Post! Colors! Post! Right! Right!
You may be seated if you'd like to be. It's now my honor to present the challenge coin on behalf of our Chancellor of our Board of Regents system, Chancellor Flora Tidings. You know, challenge coins are a rich tradition in all branches of the military and signify special achievement, excellence, hard work, unit pride, respect, and esprit de corps. As I present this commendation, I would like to bring you the following quote from Chancellor Tidings. Our college communities, our community colleges are strengthened by the presence, the experience, and the perspective of veterans and active duty military personnel as students and faculty and staff. They and the many different skills and leadership abilities they acquired during their service are an important part of the great diversity of people and backgrounds on our campuses, which are all the richer as a result of their presence. We are glad they're here, and we're privileged to honor their service not only on Veterans Day, but all year long. Mr. Jim Beal, and Jim's going to come up here. He's our financial aid and veterans counselor at Dyersburg State Community College, and he is our first recipient of the Chancellor's Commendation for Military Veterans. Let me tell you about Jim's service to our nation and his service to our students here at Dyersburg State. He served in the United States Navy for 23 years. When he retired as a technician chief, cryptology technician chief with the United States Navy, with an enlisted surface warfare designation, and as a master training specialist. Throughout his military service, he received numerous accommodations and awards, including 3 U.S. Navy and Marine Corps Accommodation Awards, 6 U.S. Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medals, 9 U.S. Navy Sea Service Deployment Ribbons, 3 Southwest Asian Defense Medals, 4 U.S. Navy Good Conduct Medals, and 5 U.S. Navy Battle E Awards, a NATO War Medal, and a Kuwait Liberation Medal, along with numerous other defense, command, and operation medals, ribbons, and accommodations. And now he has a challenge coin to add to his many achievements. So Jim, it's a real pleasure to present this to you and to say, you know, you not only are winning this, but you have helped us as a college to become a Vets campus this year. We're only one of 9 community colleges in Tennessee that have this designation, and all of your good work with our students and all the services that you provide and the outreach you provide to them and to help them be successful once they're here has made a real difference and has made us a little more well-known to the veterans community. So thank you for that, and congratulations on a well-deserved. The wind is really a major actor today, but that's okay. Got it? There we go. Thank you. All right, Jim may just say a word or two about his service and about his work here at Dyersburg State, and I know he wanted to mention Sarah Twaddle, and Sarah helped put all this together today. Sarah is right over here, right? So say hello and thank you to her, and Jim, please.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for showing up, and that's something I said a little bit earlier, and in particular to the veterans and to the veterans' families out there. I was on a lot of deployments, and you know, you wonder if it's worth it. It's tough, and you come on with great memories, and you come on with tough memories. You get to see some of your fellow Americans, particularly some of the politicians, flying over to come in to see you, and a lot of people don't know. They fly on the ship. I was on 3 different aircraft carriers, a couple of cruisers, and they fly on, come on Hilo and whatever, but they eat Thanksgiving dinner with us. They have Christmas dinner with us. They celebrate 4th of July on the deck of the Nimitz with the rest of us. So a special thank you to some of those folks out there where we don't have the cameras flying and they're not on TV and they don't come and talk about it, but I will. It is important to see other people from home coming to see you. And then it's particularly important when you come home to have people come up and say, thank you for what you just did. Thank you for your sacrifice. And all I tell them is, it absolutely was my pleasure. That's what I wanted to do. Some people were born to be sailors. I was born to be a sailor. That's just the way it is. That was what was going to happen. When I enlisted, I knew I was gone for 20. That's what I was going to do. I'd like to say thank you to all the veterans who come back and continue to serve their society. And they say, I'm going to get an education, I'm going to be productive, I'm going to go out, and this is going to be my next chosen field. And you can do 4 years and get out and be a miracle worker in the community, or you can do 40 and get out and be a miracle worker. Becoming a Vets Campus, like Dr. Boyer said, was the first one of the meetings I went to, and they listed the Vets Campuses, and they said, these are the Vets Campuses in Tennessee. I was, where's Dyersburg State? Why are we on there? And I looked it up and said, you need to be doing the following things. We were doing most of them, but we got to get the paperwork in, and we got to do the shuffle and send the stuff up to THEC. But Dr. Boyer was instrumental in that. Dr. Jan Reed Bunce, I can't see her, the sun's killing me, right over there. She was instrumental. Sarah Twaddle helped out. Where's Rebecca? Rebecca played a part in that. I know my boss did too. Where's my boss, Casey? Thank you very much for all the help she did with that. And just again, I'd like to say thank you to the veterans, and thank you for the people that made the sacrifices out there. It really makes days like today worthwhile. And I'm one of those people that I like to say thank you. I like to say you're welcome. I like to say I love you, I care about you. And when somebody comes up and does that to me, that makes me feel better. All right? Thank y'all, have a great day, and again, thanks for coming.
Congratulations, Jim, really well-deserved. And Mayor John Holden is here. Speaking of our political leaders, we appreciate his support of the college. I'm not sure if, I know other mayors were invited, and I don't know if Pam Mabry was able to make it or if Chris Young, but anyway, we appreciate all they do here in Dyer County, so thank you. We're going to move on and hear from Mr. Larry White. And Larry said he would just say a few words. You know, he's a real recognized business leader here in Dyer County, and he's been one of our top supporters at the college. I don't think I've really ever asked Larry to help me with anything that he has said no to. He's just been terrific to work with, and we appreciate all of that. He served a tour of duty in Vietnam and was promoted to sergeant, right? I didn't know that until I read all this today, so we should have been saluting much earlier. But we appreciate his service and his willingness to speak to us today. So, Larry, thank you.
Thank you. Well, you do not salute sergeants, okay? That's a little higher rank. Thank you for being here today. And I will take just a moment. Dr. Boyer did ask me, and I will have to say, I asked her, I turned her down, and I said, yeah, please, I'd rather not. And then I thought about it, I texted her back, and I said, yes, I will. Not for me, but I think that I owe it to a lot of people that have served this country and have been able to provide us with the safety and freedom we have today. I'll start off by saying in 1967, I did drop out of college at UT Martin and joined the Marine Corps. And that probably, people say, well, were you ever close to death? When I went home and told my mother, that was probably as close to death as I came. But anyway, it all turned out, and I got out in 1970. I came back, but there was one thing that was different. I was from Tiptonville. When I got back, there was Dyersburg State Community College. It had been built while I was gone. And through Dyersburg State and UT Martin, I was able to finish my degree, and with the help of the military. And that was one of the things they did do, help pay for that. I looked at some numbers last night, and I thought this was kind of interesting, is that today in our military, we have approximately 2.2 million people serving today. What does that really represent? That represents less than 1% of our total population. So we're counting on less than 1% of our population to take care of us and keep us safe and secure. And I think to all of those that are serving today, we owe a special thanks. Freedom is not free, and we all repeat that, but it's very true. We'd like to also recognize the ROTC program here at Dyer County High School, and for the veterans program that has been implemented with Jim and many others here. Veterans have an opportunity to not only learn a lot, and I thought too, I did read about it. I would like to correct a little bit. It said there are 700 employees in the insurance. We have a healthcare company, and approximately 600 of those employees are healthcare, so I do not want to misquote that. But it is, on payday, it's still over 700. But I would like to say that the Marine Corps and the military did help me. It helped me in preparing myself for life, discipline, leadership, the things that I did not realize that I would need later on. The military is a great place for people that are not sure of the course that they want to take. But on top of that, to the military and all the people that have served in the past and all the people that are serving now, we cannot say enough about how much we appreciate the freedom that they give us today. Thank you, Dr. Boyer.
As Larry said, a special thank you to our Reserve Officers Training Corps, these two young students behind me and the others that have been here today. We really appreciate what they do, and it's very impressive, the program at Dyer County High School. And now Dr. Jan Reed Bunch, our Vice President for the college, will give us some closing remarks. So, Dr. Bunch.
Thank you, Mr. White, for your comments today. Before my remarks, I would like for all veterans to stand or to step forward so we can appreciate you today. Thank you so much for being here. We are forever indebted to those who have given their lives that we might be free. We are fortunate to live in the greatest country in all the world, which is the land of the free and the home of the brave. To all the veterans, active family, military, here today, on behalf of Dyersburg State Community College, I sincerely thank you for your service and your sacrifice. To our remaining guests that have joined us today, thank you all for choosing to be here to help us honor veterans today and showing your support for our heroes, past and present. We hope that you will come back often and visit us at Dyersburg State, where we strive to make a difference in the lives of Tennesseans every day. Thank you, and God bless America.